Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. We are one growing YouTube family. Thank you so much. If you also like the video, please give a thumbs up. It helps to circulate the video worldwide and people get to recognize our video, our group, our family. Thank you so much. I also would like to mention to you that I do have a crochet private group on Facebook. If you do have a profile, then you're more than welcome to join. You have to have a profile because there's a lot of scammers going around into the crochet groups, and I'm removing myself from them and keeping just one or two that I'm comfortable with. Besides that, I'm taking myself off the other ones. There's too much scamming going on. Be careful with the links that says bit on it. Those are fraud scammers that go through your phone if you're using your phone or your computer. You have to be extremely careful. I also have a crochet page. You can follow me through there. It's the same name, Crochet Art Tutorials by Maggie Lopez. And I also like to mention up top, there's 3 little buttons. You can slow down the video to the speed you would like. Right next to it, there's the closed caption. Everything I will say will be written down here. You can pause the video, take notes, and makes it much easier on everybody. If you have a tight stitch, use a hook bigger, one size bigger. If your stitch is too loose, use a hook one size smaller. It helps to create these beautiful patterns. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Also, I have the PayPal account below in my description box for donations for the women in need of yarn and thread. They're desperately in need. I would appreciate if you guys can help me to get these threads and yarns to these women by donating whatever you feel like. It doesn't have to be millions. Anything counts. Below my video also there's a dollar sign, I think with a little bag or something. That's out of YouTube. These are for the people to help the designers, creators with donations. If anybody is pretending to give me anything, to donate anything for myself by clicking underneath my video where the dollar sign is, I intend to take whatever donations I get for myself and put it towards the women in need. This is my intention to do. I am committed to help these women out, so please help me to help them. Thank you so much. I think I pretty much covered everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, so today we're going to create this beautiful doily. Could be a placemat, could be a doily for any specific space in your home, or, since the requests are so much for the Christmas doilies, you can create different colors, of course, using different threads of colors to create red, greens, gold for Christmas, or any color preferable, whatever color that the person you're giving it to or selling it to prefers, right? Could be orders also. So I have this one. As you can see, it's got the bling silver and baby blue with royal blue, which is perfect combination. And then I have the bottom one, which is absolutely my favorite, but I didn't complete it because I ran out of the gold bling. I have to go to the store and get it to finish it up, but I'm sure you'll love that. Look at that. How gorgeous is this? Right? Just beautiful. So these, and by the way, you can go as big as you like on this. You just have to keep increasing on here and then on the one here. So very simple, very fast to create. This is 32-inch all the way around. You can go bigger if you'd like. I have created similar, not exactly the same, but similar in my first videos. Not well explained because I didn't know the crochet codes. So I think it's much easier now to follow my videos, even though sometimes I'm too fast and I should remember to slow down. It's a bad habit I have. Since I'm creating these 2 colors, these already are sets that I'm making. How gorgeous is that? I love that. That's my favorite. I'm making sets of 4. And this is orders. So I have to make 4 of each. And I have this pink. On camera doesn't look that good, but this is a real pink color, very nice and shiny. And I'm going to create it with white, but the outlining of it, I'm going to use black. But you guys can use whatever colors you like. These are 100% 4-ply cotton thread. I will be using hook number 3.5, sometimes 3, depending upon the thread, of course, because if I'm usually using the shiny thread, I have to go with a smaller hook because the shiny thread is just a little inch higher than number 10 Aunt Lydia. Remembering that if you're doing with Aunt Lydia number 10, you have to increase more rows in order to get this size. Perfect size is if you're using a 5-ply or a 6-ply, then you will have one row less and you get this perfect size. Okay, because mine's a 4-ply, I had to increase one more row up here in order to get the size. Okay, so we're going to get started, everyone. I hope you enjoy this and create this. It's easy, fast, economic. So the first thing you want to do, let me just cut some of the whiteness here on the lighting because it tends to white out too much. So what you want to do, you just bring this up a little bit more. You want to slip stitch knot. Now, we don't count this as a stitch, okay? We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 chain, or you can do the magic circle. I'm doing it this way because there's still a lot of people that have a hard time. It's okay on certain patterns for me. Chain 2, 3, and 4. So 3 is for double crochet, 1 for turning. Inside of this circle, we're going to do 12 double crochets separated space by 1 chain. So this is row 1. Let me just check how many rows I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 rows, and then the last row is the single. So 17 rows. I believe that's what it is, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so very simple, trying to hide my thread at the same time. 12 double crochets inside of here, separated space by 1 chain, row 1. Going into row 2, trying to cut down a bit of the whiteness here. We're going to come into the center of the space here with a single and 2 chain. Inside of the same space, another double crochet. 1 chain. If your chain is extremely tight, then do 2 chains. And if your stitch is extremely tight, then use a hook higher always than your normal hook, or else your stitch is going to crumple everything up. Okay, so for each space here, we are doing 2 double crochets together and 1 chain space in between them. Okay, so I'll meet you on row 3. Okay, so doing row 3, I call it the walk. We're going to walk through the stitch with a slip stitch into the center of that space again with a single, chain 2. Now this row 3, we are going to do 3 double crochets. So 2 and 3, chain 1, and again into the next space. So basically this whole pattern is created like this. There's some that's row 3s, some are row 2s, and some are just repeated row 3s. Of course, there will be a little bit of a change game because we have to, where we put the silver or the gold, we have to, I'm going to use the black. And it's going to be 2 double crochets and 1 chain, 2 double crochets on the same space, which is coming up right after this one. So I'm going to cut my thread and I'm going to use my black, and then after that 1 row, which is row 4, on row 5 I'm using my pink, and so on. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a black, row 4. This is so fast and easy to create, people. Try to get my thread here so it doesn't fly all over the place. I have a bad habit of putting them all over the floor and it just keeps rolling everywhere. So fix myself a little bag and put it in it. So time to time you'll hear the little bag flip in the background. Okay, so come in inside any of the space here. And I'm still under the weather, still with the sinus, people. Can you believe that? It's just horrible. So we're going to do a single and 2 chain and a double crochet, 1 chain. And again on the same space, we're going to do 2 double crochets. Trying to hide my thread at the same time makes it easier. 1 chain into the next space. I know it's kind of hard to see with the black, right? But try to see if I can pull it a little bit more. So we have, oops, and I made a mistake. I have to do 1 more double crochet. So it's 2 double crochets, 1 chain space. This is not good. Oh no. Okay, I have to untie. Okay. Oof, I don't want it to be too much or else you guys are going to have a hard time seeing it. So 1 chain. So 2 double crochet, 1 chain. And again, 2 double crochet on the same space. So basically we're going to have 2 groups of 2 double crochet separated by 1 chain. 1 chain again, coming into the next space and create the groups again. 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and 2 more double crochet. Now thank God it's only like 1 row of this color, right? And further up we'll have again a few rows of this, but like 1 at a time. So 2 double crochet, 1 chain for space, and 2 more double crochet, all in the same space. So we have 2, 1 chain, and 2. We're going to do this all the way around. This is our increase for the pattern to go bigger. Okay? So I'll meet you at the end. So I'm going to come into row 5 now. We just finished doing row 4 with the black. So this is the same thing as if I was doing the gold or the silver. So we just finished doing this, the 2 groups, 1 chain, 2 groups. Now we're into this one. We're going to do 2 together per space, 1 chain separation. And we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of the blue and then back into the silver. In my case, back into the black. So we have this row, 1, 2, 3, 4, row 5, 2 together, 1 chain separation, groups per space. And then row 6, 3, row 7, 3, and then row 4 will be the same thing as here. 2 together, 1 chain, 2 together, 1 chain, 2 together. Okay, so very, very simple. So this pink is a fuchsia pink. Okay, it looks like a different color on camera. I don't know why. So you'd come in any place in the center here. I'm coming right in between the group, just because I feel like it. You can start anywhere. Single, 2 chain. I'm coming in and I'm doing 2 double crochets, and 1 chain into the next space. 2. So we're creating groups of 2. Okay. 1 chain. I should have just hid this little leftover. I don't like it when it's like that. It makes it more difficult to hide it afterwards. Makes it easier this way. Pull on it and okay, so into the next space. 1, 2 double crochet, 1 chain, next space. 1, 2 double crochet. And will be repeatedly like that. So you're putting 1 in between the groups. That means you're making a group of 2 double crochets in between the group and 2 double crochets in the space. In between the group, 2 double crochets in the space. I'll meet you at the end. Trying to see if these lightning helps a bit. Okay, so I've closed in on the 3rd space with a slip stitch. I call it the walk. So I'm going to do the walk with the slip stitch into the center of the space here of 1 chain. And I'm doing a single and 2 chain. and I'm going to create 3 double crochet now. Okay, so this whole round will be 3 double crochet, separated space, 1 chain. Okay, so 1 chain inside of the space here, 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, 1 chain, and again. Reminder that if you're using these colors, you could also use like green, would have looked perfect here. But I really want this pattern to pop up. So in order for it to, oops, I have to do 3. And that's what happens when I'm talking, I get distracted. So in order for it to pop up really well, you always have to contrast the lighter colors with a darker color. So it can really bring out the lighter colors together. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, row 6, 3 double crochets, separated by 1 chain, 1 per space. So I closed in row 6. I did the walk with a slip stitch, like I usually do. I did a single and 2 chain. This is row 7. Now row 7 is no different than row 6. It's 3 double crochets, 1 chain, and again the groups of 3 double crochets. So very simple. 6 and 7 are exactly the same thing. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only the next row we're going to come back. Okay, row 8 we're going to come back and do the groups, but with the same color though. Okay. Okay, going into row 8. So I closed in row 7 with a slip stitch. I did the walk with a slip stitch, sorry, a single and 2 chain. Now we're going to do the groups like we did here. Make it easier for you guys to see it better with this color. So 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and 2 more double crochet on the same space. That's why it's always very important to look ahead of the video. Sometimes mistakes can be done. We can fix it. Okay, so 1 chain space, 2 double crochet, 1 chain space again, and on the same space we're going to do 2 more double crochet. So now we're going to have these groups, okay? 2 double crochet, 1 chain, 2 double crochet, 1 chain, 2 double crochet, 1 chain, 2 double crochet. And we're going to continue this row 8 the same way. Now after this, I'm cutting my thread and I'm going to come in with the black again for 1 row of the black. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I'm coming in with the black. And you can go enter anywhere, okay? So we're going to do 2 double crochets, groups of 2 double crochets only per space. So single, 2 chains. I'm going to come up again and do another double crochet. I'm trying to hide my thread here. Makes it easier. 1 chain. Next space. 2 double crochets again on the same space. So we're creating the groups of 2 double crochet exactly like we did here or here. Okay, a piece of thread there. Kind of hard to see on black, isn't it? So 1 chain space coming in between the groups where we have that 1 chain and create. Don't forget you have to go into these ones because sometimes you might think that you're going only into the space. To the what am I doing? See, that's what happens when I'm blah blah blah. Okay, so 1 chain, next space. So I wasn't forgetting that place, but I was putting too much, right? So 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and into the square space. And create your groups again. And then I'm cutting my thread again, and I'm coming back in with the white. Okay? Meet you at the end. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, row 9. 2 double crochets only with 1 chain space per space. The groups per space. Don't forget you must go inside at the center of the groups here. Okay, everyone. So I finished doing row 9. And I just want to remind you also, I should have mentioned it. When you're doing this one here, if you want to go bigger, then you need to increase more rows here, like 2 or 3 more rows here, okay? Like with the 3 double crochets. You need to increase here, and then you need to increase where we're going to do now on this on these rows that we're going to create now, okay? So coming into row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we finished 9. We're going into row 10. Row 10 is no different than we just finished doing row 9. So we're going to do 2 double crochets per space. So try to hide my thread here. Makes it easier on me. So 1, 2, chain, right? Single into chain. I'm going to do another double crochet, 1 chain, and into the next space, and create again the groups of double crochet. 1 chain space again into the next one. So we're going to repeat this row all the way around the same way. Very simple, right? Like that. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we just finished doing row 10. Going into, so I closed in with a slip stitch. I did the walk with a single here, well, and 2 chain. Now, we're going to do again the groups of 3. So, row 10, row 11, and row 12 will be exactly the same thing. Okay? So, this is row 10. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, row 10, row 11, and row 12 will be exactly the same thing. Even row 13 is exactly the same thing. The only difference is I'm going back with the black on row 13, but it will be exactly the same thing. So if you want to go ahead of your game, you can do that. Okay, so I'm just going to show you on the next pattern. When we finished doing row 10, which was the 2 double crochets, row 10 we finished doing. So row 11, 12, 13, and even 14, this is where I had my count wrong, and even 14 is 3 double crochets. The only difference is here I'm going back to the black, okay? So we're doing 11, 12, 13, and 14, but row 14, it's back into the black, so whatever color you're using. So I'll meet you at the end of row 14, okay, because it's exactly the same thing. Row 11, 12, 13, 14, exactly the same way. Just row 14, it's a different color. Okay, so 1 chain and create your groups. 3 double crochet, row 11. I don't know why I was confusing myself. Good God. Okay, 1 chain for space, and we continue with 3 double crochets. Okay, and I'll meet you at the end of row 14, which I'll be using row 14, the black. Okay. Okay, everyone, so we finished doing row 14. Now remember what I told you, row 11, 12, 13, 14 is exactly the same thing. The only difference is I changed color in row 14 and coming back with the fuchsia pink on row 15, and we're almost done. We have just 2 more rows after this. So you come in on any little square here. We're going to do a single and 5 chain. 2, 3, not counting the single, 4, and 5. Coming into the next space with a single and 5 chain. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this row is only going to be about chain 5 and a single on each space. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so pretty much finished doing all my chains. I'm coming into the first single with a slip stitch, and I'm coming in the space of the 5 chains, single, 2 chain. Now in here I'm going to do 6 more double crochets because the first one is the same thing as a double crochet. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You could even do 8 if you want to. If you find that it's still too loose on your chain, you can do 8 double crochets. Okay. Now in the next space, I'm going to go directly with a single, and again into the next space, 7 double crochets. It's going to be repeatedly like this all the way to the end, and then I'm cutting my thread and finalizing the last row with single crochet all the way around. Have 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And again, coming into the next space, single, next space, 7 double crochets. So continue to do yours. I'll do mine, and I'll meet you at the end. I'm going to cut my thread. Either I'm going to proceed with the white for single or with the black. I'm not sure yet. Okay, everyone, so I'm on my last row, and the last row is very simple. It's just a single crochet. Okay, some more lighting here. So you'd come in, work anywhere. It's just singles, so nothing to it. 1 per space, single, single, so just single crochet, 1 per space. You can do whatever color you like. Coming right in the center, and I'm just covering that single up and then right into the next space. And that does it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Many of my friends have created this pattern, and everybody did their own twist to it. So I'm not the official inventor of the design itself, but I do have my twist in it, like my friends do have their own twist in it too. So just to let you know. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. I will have it in display. You can make sets of 4, of 6. It makes beautiful gifts all nicely wrapped up. And I will try to come up with the oval doily. How gorgeous that is. I know it doesn't look as nice on camera. Colors don't do us justice, but this is, like I said, fuchsia and the black, the white. Just gorgeous. And of course, I'm in love with this one. That's just beyond. So I'm going to get my thread to finish it up and create the set. And then I'll most probably eventually come back and do a video with the sets that I have created. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. And please don't forget to help generously, if you can, with the women that need the thread. Thank you so much, everybody. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless, and I send you lots of love and lots of hugs.